What's up, you guys? I'm making another video. I am finally moved into my new apartment, and I will possibly be showing you guys some of it. It's definitely nowhere near done, and I think I had mentioned somewhere on my Instagram that I wanted to wait until it was at least 90% done, or at least in my mind 90% done, to show you guys. But yeah, it's coming along. But I just wanted to come on here. It's probably going to be a pretty short video. I wanted to talk about my move a little bit, talk about what's going on a little bit with my life, which is going to feel weird. And then I want to talk about something a little bit related to Satanic Panic in a way, which was my last video. If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. Pretty interesting stuff, pretty funny stuff, I think. But I'm going to talk about satanic guilt, and this can also kind of leach into just witchy guilt in general. So yeah, stay tuned. So I don't want to give away exactly where I live, obviously, but we moved much closer to the beach than we were previously, which isn't saying much because I do live in Florida. But yeah, it's just really, really awesome being so close. We can go there literally whenever we want, and it's really, really great. But the apartment itself is actually much smaller than our old one. It's just a 1-bedroom, 1-bathroom, so we did have to like squeeze a bunch of our stuff, but that's kind of what's taking so long, is figuring out how to organizing, oh my god, I cannot talk. How to organize everything so that it doesn't look so terrible and crazy. But yeah, that'll take some work, and I'm filming just right in front of a window because it was the one place I could find some decent light. So yeah, this isn't going to be a permanent filming station, hopefully. I'm going to try to find somewhere a little bit more structured and with a nicer background, but this will have to do for now. But yeah, we're both settling into work pretty good. Yeah, it's just a lot of adjusting. But I think that we'll definitely get used to it, getting used to life on, next to the coast. And we did move the weekend of Hurricane Dorian, but it was pretty much just rainy, and we both got some extra days off of work from it. So, but you know, we never ran out of power. We were very fortunate. We were totally set up, you know, had everything we needed, and luckily we didn't need it. I know that a lot of people were much less fortunate than us, and that's always like the really sad and scary part of the hurricane season. I've been super fortunate my whole life. I've lived through some pretty devastating hurricanes, but always the place that I was living at the time just didn't get hit that bad. So I've been super lucky, but I know that I won't always be that lucky. So yeah, I try to be grateful every time a hurricane passes, and I make it out okay. We did get flooding one year. That was the worst thing. God, flooding. Oof. But yeah, we'll be fine. But now, I'm not going to talk for very long about this. This isn't going to be a super long video at all. But I guess I'm just going to go with the phrase satanic guilt. Even though I think maybe it's more Christian guilt, or I don't really know where it stems from. I'm going to put my notes up so I can read them a little bit better without constantly looking down. But basically, this idea that I've kind of experienced in my own path, it's kind of like you just have pressures to adopt more acceptable terminology, and usually that might be Wiccan terminology. For me personally, for years, what I wanted to call Baphomet, I was calling the Green Man. And I know that those two are different entities or deities or whatever you want to call them. Totally different storylines, though. But in my mind, you know, the Horned God, Baphomet, the Green Man, they're all kind of the same masculine role. And whenever I was referring to the Horned God or the Green Man, I was actually talking about Baphomet or Satan, but I just wasn't comfortable saying that yet, even though that's what I felt. And I think that kind of stems from the Christian part of me that was like, when I first started practicing, I would use the phrase, oh, well, it's not witchcraft. And then I realized how detrimental that is to the witchcraft stereotype. And it's just not right to say those things, even if you're not practicing witchcraft. Don't say it. That tone sets a precedent. This also relates really closely with, well, it's not like I worship the devil, or it's not like I summon demons. And you might not. I don't do either of those things, and I'm a Satanist. But I don't go around saying, oh, well, it's not like I worship the devil. And I will tell people, well, I don't worship the devil. Some Satanists do. I personally don't. But you can't put down that other belief system. Yeah, you may not be doing those things, but that phrasing allows for the continuation of the negative and false stereotype to be carried out by practitioners who, you want to be a reliable source. And from my experience, most witches do actually have a slight understanding of what real Satanism is, but then they get defensive about it rather than informative when they have a chance to be. And this is only counterproductive for religious progressiveness. Whenever I get a chance, I try to defend all kinds of different belief systems, not just witchcraft or Satanism. But whenever the topic does come up, I try to educate people. And yeah, you might be that person. I'm always that person who's like, yeah, but actually, did you know? And I try to show people what these things actually are and what the reality of it actually looks like. And try to get people to understand that you shouldn't say these offensive things because you never know when someone around you or somebody that you work with might fall under those categories. Being a witch, being a Satanist is not a ridiculous idea anymore. It's pretty common. And I think more and more people are going to see that and they'll grow more comfortable with it. But it's definitely going to take some work from our side. And as scary as it is to tell people that you're a Satanist, you don't even have to tell them that you're a Satanist. I studied a lot of different religions in high school. So it was just kind of normal when I stumbled upon studying Satanism too. And then once I learned about it, I loved it. So it was pretty easy, I guess, for me to cover up why I knew about Satanism and stuff. And now when people ask me why I know, I say, well, because I've read the Satanic Bible and I've done a lot of research on Satanism. Not that the Satanic Bible is the one source for Satanism, but it definitely gives you a good understanding of what most people will believe. So yeah, once people realize that you've actually done research on this matter, they'll either believe you or just not talk about it around you. Which, I mean, either way. So, I don't think I have anything else to talk about. This didn't feel long. I think this is gonna be like my shortest video on record. But, yeah, I don't really have a lot of time to film. I don't really have a lot of time to edit. So I'm just gonna try to edit this one really quickly and hopefully post it same day. But yeah, I want to talk about this topic about satanic Christian weird guilt more, but I really want to get your guys' opinions and your guys' experiences with it. What have you felt that you needed to cover up, And it might just be the fact that you're a witch in a broom closet, but is there anything like, I don't know, similar to what I mentioned with just exchanging words for more acceptable words? I don't know. It's so weird. The Hollywood versions and the Christian versions and the actual versions of things can sometimes make it difficult to figure out what you actually feel comfortable being. So So yeah, but I mean, there's no pressure to put a label on you either. Oh God, I always ramble at the end. I'm always like, okay, we're just gonna wrap it up. We're just gonna do a really quick outro. The video's over. You don't have anything else to talk about. And then I just ramble about nothing. Okay, whatever, you guys. Hopefully next time you see me, I'll be talking about something a little more in depth, and I'll be somewhere a little more situated than sitting in my bedroom on the floor in front of a window. Okay, I'm here. I made it. We moved. I'm filming a video in my new apartment. And maybe there will be some pretty B-roll. I don't know. I want to film pretty B-roll, but I don't really know how to do that yet. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe this will be a first for me. How is this 2 minutes long? 2 minute long outro. Sorry, guys. Bye.